Welcome friends, in this video let's discuss about ecological succession. So this ecological succession is an important function of the ecosystem. Let's recap a bit from our previous videos. The ecosystem performs three important functions. One is energy flow, the second one is biogeochemical cycles, and third one is ecological succession. Okay, so here what is ecological succession? I will explain you in simple terms. So whenever there is a destruction of a forest, okay, this is an important terrestrial ecosystem. If this forest is destroyed by way of other factors including forest fires, okay, or a flood or earthquake or any other means, the ecosystem restores the forest by by means of ecological succession. Okay, this is called ecological succession. So the definition of ecological succession is that it is observed process of change in species structure of an ecological community over time. Okay, and the time scale can be decades, for example after a wildfire, forest fire, and even millions of years after a mass extinction. So this succession is a universal process of directional change in vegetation on an ecological timescale. So the succession occurs when a series of communities replace one another due to a large scale destruction, either natural or man-made, as I explained earlier. Okay, and this process continues. Okay, one community replacing another community until a stable mature community is developed. Okay, and this succession is a progressive series of change which lead to the establishment of a relative stable climax community. Okay, by this various stages of development of vegetation in the ecosystem, the later the climax community will be developed. This is called ecological succession. So this will be clear from this diagram. Okay, so the once an ecosystem is destroyed either by forest fire, human interference, or floods, or a mass extinction, let's not hope for that. Okay, if there is a mass extinction, then all the ecosystem and all the living beings will be destroyed on a patch of land. Okay, after that, after a period of time, then very hardy plants like lichens, okay, like hardy plants like sedges, small grasses, okay, will be developed here, and these hardy plants are called pioneer communities. Pioneer communities, okay, and these hardy plants are called pioneer communities, and then this will create condition for the growth of small shrubs, and this small shrub will be replaced by the some smaller trees and other shrub species, and this will be replaced by again by fast growing trees. Okay, and this will be replaced by the climax community that was present before the extinction of those plants. Okay, and this is called ecological succession. So this succession is characterized by an increase in the productivity, okay, because there is an increase in complexity of the living the plant species here. Okay, and there is an increase in productivity of the organism, niche development, and gradual increase in the complexity of food webs, and also there is an increase in the biomass as we observe from this here. So the ecological succession can be of two types. One is primary succession, okay, primary succession, and the second one is secondary succession. Here in the primary succession, everything is destroyed, uh, leaving even a single element of ecosystem. Everything is destroyed, including the soil. Okay, this is called if the ecosystem is developed on those lands, that is called primary succession. Okay, in primary succession, on a terrestrial site, the new site is first colonized by a few hardy pioneer species that are often microbes, lichens, or mosses. Okay, this is observed in here. Microbes, lichens, and mosses. So this will grow, and after death of this will contribute organic carbon to the soil, as well as this will help in increasing the organic matter and all the microorganisms that are needed for healthy soil life. Okay, and this will also create condition which is suitable for growth of other small grasses. Okay, and this is after a period of time will be replaced by the small grasses and all the small plants. Okay, and these small plants will harbor a lot of insects and soil harboring microorganisms and other animals like earthworms. So this will help after its death and decomposition, this adds nutrients and other organic carbon, organic minerals to the soil. Okay. After that, by way of either by way of localization or from the external sources, other plant species are introduced through transportation by means of wind or birds or anything. Okay. And here again the much complex system will be developed here. Smaller shrubs and some medium trees will be developed, and after that, after condition after certain important conditions, then later the larger trees will be developed, and after that the final climax community will be developed. This is the final community which was existing before the extinction. Okay. So this is called ecological succession, that is the primary succession. Here this community which formed soon after uh, the destruction of the ecosystem is called pioneer community. Okay. And this the final stage of the ecological succession is called the climax community. Okay. And the intermediate stages from pioneer community to the climax community is called successive stages. So this is important. So this is the primary succession. Here another type of succession will happen. This is called secondary succession. This will occur when the plants recognize in any area in which a climax community has been disturbed. It is here only the climax community has been disturbed by way of either forest fires, okay, forest fires, floods, or other natural calamities. Here, everything is not destroyed like in a forest, like in primary succession. Here, the soil, even though because of forest fire, this is an example, everything is destroyed, but soil is healthy. Soil has not been destroyed. So this is the secondary succession, because everything is not destroyed, but from intermediate stage it will be carried to the climax community. Here after that, since the soil is very healthy, then this will lead to the development of grasses and some of the small trees, and then here some of the shrubs and small trees will be developed after the next stage, and here the fast growing trees will be developed along with the grasses, okay, as a successive stage. And then here as a final stage, climax community will be developed. Here the plant materials like seedlings or the seed sources will be transported from the nearby areas, nearby ecosystem, terrestrial ecosystem, or it may germinate from within the ecosystem itself. So this is the secondary succession. So secondary succession is faster than the primary succession because everything is not destroyed. Some of the living matter will be present in the secondary succession areas, but in primary succession everything was destroyed and ecosystem has to rebuild everything from scratch, so that needs a lot of time. It may take millions of years to reach this climax stage in the primary succession, but in secondary succession it may take either decade, okay, it may it may take only decades for establishment, but in primary succession it may take centuries, not the millions, okay, only centuries. Okay. And here the philosophy of shifting cultivation, that is shifting cultivation, zoom cultivation, that was followed by our tribals in northeastern areas and some of the western ghats, is due to this. They clear a patch of land in the forest ecosystem, okay, and they burn all the trees, just like here, like this, burn all the trees, and since the trees contain all the nutrients that will be added to the soil after burning, and they will sow the seeds in the ashes mixed with the soil. Okay. After raining, the plants and all the crops will grow and they will harvest, and they carry out this operation for 2 to 3 seasons. After that, they leave the patch of land and move to the next forest ecosystem, nearby forest patch. Okay. They will rotate this process for a number of times, and they come back after 20 to 30 years to the same spot that they have destroyed. But due to ecological succession, that is secondary succession, the forest species will be should be developed uh, as like the climax community because of the ecological succession. So that was the philosophy behind shifting cultivation. Okay, they clear a patch of land and they grow for 2 to 3 seasons, and they abandon those land and move to the next patch. Till they come back to this patch, the forest will be developed as previously. Okay, this is the thing. So that is about primary and secondary succession, and there are different types of successions within this. That is called autogenic succession and allogenic succession. Here, if the change is brought by the community itself from the own ecosystem, that is called autogenic succession. If the change, the forces of change is brought from outside the ecosystem, okay, from outside, maybe from other ecosystem, that is called allogenic ecosystem. And another important classification is called autotrophic succession and heterotrophic succession. Here, if in the succession stage, if the green plants are greater in quantity than the animals, that succession is called autotrophic succession. If the animals are greater in quantity than the green plants, then that is called heterotrophic succession, because name itself says hetero means animals, okay, autotrophs, green plants. Okay, this is the thing here. So thanks for watching ecological succession. This completes the functions of the ecosystem part. Next, please let me know what are the topics that you need. I will design the future videos on the basis of your feedback. Please give me feedback about this. Thanks for watching. Please watch my other videos about environment and ecology. Click here for that. Thank you. Thanks for giving me this opportunity.